74 new towns. That's how many places in Italy just became eligible for the 7% flat tax regime. Overnight, one law change, April 7, 2026, and most people still don't know which towns are worth moving to. Not which ones qualify on paper, which ones actually work for the life you want to live. Because qualifying to the 7% tax regime and being a genuinely good place to live are two very different things. Today, I'm giving you 7 towns that do both. Scalea, population 11,000, on the Tyrrhenian coast of Calabria. This one surprises people every time. It was the most viewed town on one of Italy's biggest expat research platforms last year. Not Palermo, not Taormina, Scalea. Why? Because it's genuinely affordable, genuinely beautiful, and genuinely on the sea. Think beach, old town on a hillside, and a promenade that actually has life on it year-round. Rent for a decent apartment between 3 and 450 euros a month, and properties start under 80,000 euros. Now the cost, public transport is limited. A car helps a lot, and English is not widely spoken. But if you want southern Italy on a real budget, you want the sea, Scalea is where you start looking. The nearest airport is Lamezia Terme, about an hour by road. Let's go to Puglia, but not where everyone else goes. Tricase, population 17,000, deep Salento, near the very tip of Italy's yield. This is a quiet town, genuinely quiet. It has one of Puglia's finest Baroque churches, a medieval centro storico, and direct train access to Lecce. That matters. Lecce is 40 minutes away, and Lecce has everything. The hospital in Tricase, the Cardinale Panico, is a proper general hospital right in the town, not 40 minutes away, in town. For anyone with medical consideration, that's not a small thing. I have to say that public transport beyond the Lecce train line is slow. You want a car for day trips, and Tricase is quiet in winter, really quiet. But if you want authentic Salento without Lecce prices, and you need healthcare nearby, Tricase deserves serious consideration. I want to quickly talk about something I did, because where you are now is pretty much where I was 3 years ago. And for the past 3 months, I've been working on a book which I put into it everything I know, and I've been doing this for a while now, and it has everything you need to know to make your move to Italy as straightforward as possible. It's a big book, it's over 70 pages, and it has in it the visas, the taxes, regions you would think about moving, healthcare, everything you need to know about that, which is very important for most of us. It's called the Italian Retirement Blueprint. And again, you get everything you need in one place, in plain English, PDF format, instant download. This is pretty much the book I wish I had when I started my journey of retirement in Italy. So you can get to it by scanning the QR code, or I will leave a link in the description below, and I hope you find it useful. Now something different. Agropoly in Campania, with a population of 21,000 on the Cilento coast, south of Salerno, north of the Cilento National Park. This town has something most towns on this list don't. It has services, real services, a proper port, a historic old town on a bluff above the sea, a train station with connections to Salerno and Naples, buses, shops open year-round, and that Cilento coastline, blue flag beaches, crystal clear waters, a UNESCO World Heritage Site right on your doorstep. Rent runs a little higher here than Scalea, between 400 and 650 euros a month for a decent place, but you get more for it. The honest part, Agropoly is less dramatic visually than some towns further south. It's a real working town, not a postcard. But if services matter, healthcare, transport, year-round life, Agropoly makes a lot of sense. This is a surprise on the list. Sulmona in Abruzzo, population 22,000. It's not on the coast, it's in the mountains, surrounded by national parks, medieval architecture, and snow in winter. So why is it here? Because Abruzzo qualifies for the 7% regime, and Sulmona is one of the best towns in Abruzzo. It has an active English-speaking expat community, one of the most established in the region. It has a hospital in town, it has train connections to both Pescara and Rome, and property prices here are genuinely low. You can buy a restored apartment for under 100,000 euros. Famous across Italy for its confetti, the sugared almond sweets, every Italian knows Sulmona for this. Honestly, if you need the sea every day, this isn't the town for you. But if you want four seasons, mountains, national parks, a real Italian community, and all the services you need, Sulmona is one of the most underrated options on this entire list. Let's go to Sicily now. Cefalu, population 14,000. On the northern coast, about 70 kilometers east of Palermo, this town has been on expat radars for years, and for a good reason. Norman Cathedral, medieval streets, a dramatic rock rising straight up behind the town, and one of the best beaches in all of Sicily right in front of it. It is beautiful, and it has a train station with direct connections to Palermo. That means Palermo Airport, one of Sicily's main international hubs, is accessible without a car. For anyone planning to live without a vehicle, this matters enormously. English is spoken more here than in most towns on this list. There's a real expat presence. The cause? Summer is busy, very busy. Millions of tourists pass through, and some businesses reduce hours or close in winter. But Cefalu has enough year-round population and infrastructure to make it genuinely livable, not just visitable. If you want Sicily with Palermo close by and you don't want to drive, Cefalu is your answer. Still in Sicily, Noto, population 24,000, Val di Noto, southeast Sicily. This town was not on the 7% list until April 26. The expansion of the threshold from 20 to 30,000 residents just unlocked it. And it's a big deal, because Noto is one of the most beautiful towns in all of Italy. UNESCO World Heritage Site, Baroque architecture is so good, it looks like a film set. Golden stone buildings that glow in the afternoon sun. The food scene here is serious. The famous Caffè Sicilia is here, one of the most celebrated pastry shops in the country. Cost of living is moderate, rent runs between 400 and 600 euros for a decent apartment, but you should know that Noto is more touristy heavy than some towns further inland. And without a car, getting to Catania airport, about an hour away, requires planning. But as a base for Baroque Sicily, with the sea 7 kilometers away and serious lifestyle quality, Noto is one of the most exciting additions to the 7% list. And here we are, town number 7, the one most people want to know about. Ostuni, the White City. Population just under 30,000, Brindisi province in Puglia. Adriatic coast 5 kilometers away. Ostuni just qualified for the 7% flat tax regime in April of 2026. Before that, it was too big. Now it's in, and here's the thing that separates Ostuni from every other town on this list. It already works. The expat community here is one of the most established in all of southern Italy. People already live here year-round, from the US, UK, Australia, all over the place. There's a real food scene, real infrastructure, a hospital in town with Brindisi 28 minutes away for specialist care. You have 2 airports, the Brindisi 20 minutes away and Bari under an hour. The Centro Storico is genuinely one of the most beautiful places in Italy, and the olive grove landscape around it, ancient, dramatic, endless, is unlike anywhere else. But you should know that Ostuni is not cheap by southern Italian standards. Property prices reflect the demand, and there's a seasonal element. Summer is very busy, winter quieter. But here's the most important thing I want you to hear. Ostuni is right on the edge of the 30,000 threshold. At just under 30,000 residents, it qualifies today. But the threshold is checked against ISTAT figures from the year before you move. If you're thinking about Ostuni and the 7% regime, this is the year to move on it. Wait a year or two and the numbers could shift. It may not qualify for new arrivals much longer. Before we wrap up, a few honorable mentions. Towns that didn't make the top 7 but deserve your attention. Manduria in Puglia, wine country, great town, just became eligible again in April 26. Watch this one closely. Isernia, Molise. Molise is one of Italy's most overlooked regions. Isernia is affordable, walkable, and practical. If you want off-the-radar southern Italy, this is it. Francavilla al Mare in Abruzzo, Adriatic coast close to Pescara airport. A strong option if you want Abruzzo with the sea. 7 towns, all qualifying for the 7% flat tax regime, all passed the real life test. The question now is, which one fits your life? To understand what the 7% regime would actually save you, run your numbers in the free tax calculator and my website italyblueprint.com. And if you want to go deeper on any of these towns or talk through your specific situation, join my free Italian relocation community. I'm there every day. And now, you should watch this video.